All right. How's it going? Seth here. I got Josh and Kirsten with me. We're going to play Eminent Domain. Just a deck building 4X game for the most part. We'll just click the setup button here. Nice and scripted, just like we like. Yeah, so the game ends. Error in script. Did everyone get, I guess, their initial hand of cards done be formed into a deck? And then you have your starting planet. I guess that was just giving us cards, right?
Yes.
Okay. I guess... Three. You know, it's funny, when I'm looking at these 3-player games and such, all of the top ones seem to be deck builders.
Yeah, I wonder why that is for 3 players.
So Josh, it looks like you are the start player. So yeah, the game will end when, what did I say earlier, 2 of these piles run out? Or the 24 main influence tokens run out. That'll trigger the end game. We'll get one. Everyone will get the same amount of turns. Oh, and 1 stack is depleted. Not 2. My bad. So go ahead and draw 5 cards. And
Okay.
Josh, you're up.
Okay, so let's see. For my... for my action, I am going to... I'm going to go ahead and survey.
Okay. You'll draw 2 cards.
Okay, that's a little bit better, but not by much. Okay. And then I choose a role, correct?
Yes. That's from the center.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and colonize.
Okay. So then you can add...
And I'll add a second one.
So you can gain 1 colony for those. And so that is 3. Or no, these both turn into colonies, right?
Right, so I get like 2 colony points, right?
Yeah, but these just go underneath. Which would then, because your colonies required matches it, you should be able to survey your planet. Let me just double check here just to make sure that all cards played under any number of face-down planets in your empire, colonized symbols on those cards count as colonies on that planet. Planets cannot be settled when following a colonized rule. So I think you need to settle. So you need to either use the colony action or the leader role to settle a planet that has the number of colonies required.
So if I had 3 colonies in my hand, I could use 2 to satisfy the colony cost, right? And then I could use the third.
I don't think so. Because as your action, you can only settle or add a colony.
But the role says leader may settle one planet instead.
Instead of colonizing, and you chose to colonize on your turn.
Correct. So you can settle one planet instead of adding colonies.
Instead of adding +1 colony.
This says, leader bonus, settle one planet instead of adding colonies. If a planet has sufficient colonies, flip it over. The number of colonies required is indicated on the planet card. Place all colonies from that planet into your discard pile. This says instead of adding colonies.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I find, that's yeah, I would think if you had three colonized cards, you would use 2 for the roll, +1 colony per that, so you'd have 2 colony points, and then for the third one that you played, you could use that card to settle one planet instead.
Yeah, I think it's a weird... Instead of adding
I don't have a third one, but I was just wondering, actually, there.
I think it is saying instead of adding colonies.
That's what I think as well.
But we can choose...
Follow, because it's a follow action. It's not... because you're not... The extra cards aren't different actions. They're adding to the action you've already decided to do. You've decided to colonize. Those cards are adding to your ability to colonize. Not, I'm going to use these for colonizing, and then this extra one is then going to do a different action.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to read the leader may settle one planet instead in that scenario. I mean, I don't think followers certainly can settle one planet.
No.
But that's what I thought the leader bonus was, to be able to essentially pay down colony points and to settle on the same turn. So that goes in my discard. And I already have 5 cards.
You put the
Am I
card...
allowed to...
Go ahead.
Okay, I can discard any unwanted cards.
You put the card from the stacks into your play area, not tuck it under a planet. The card has been played. Then you can either flip over, settle an already full planet, or you can tuck the colonies card from the stacks and any others you boosted the roll with under planets in your empire. That's from the designer himself.
But does that answer the question? Maybe I didn't hear it correctly.
Yeah, so once you take the card from the stack as the roll, you can either flip over, settle an already full planet, or you can tuck that colonized card from the stacks and any others you boosted the roll with under planets in your empire.
Yeah, I don't think at issue is the action. I think at issue is the roll part of the card.
Yeah, this is the roll part of the card. So when you take the card from the stack, it's played as the roll part. Then you can either flip over, settle a planet with enough colonies, or add this and any other boosted cards as a colonizer.
Okay.
I agree that it is...
That's very strange. Yeah.
I think it's just a lack of clarification and trying to minimize the amount of words on the card, but in doing so, instead can be easily misinterpreted here. But I think we're banging on all cylinders now. It just took us first turn of the game. So,
yeah, it does seem very cumbersome to colonize planets then.
I think that's the trade-off of the warfare. I I mean, I guess it's the same.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
construction appears to be the same to me. Okay, that's my turn. I'm done.
So, Kirsten, you're next. Yeah, it's essentially they're the same currencies, or they're different currencies with the same economy. Because the warfare card, you can either attack a planet or collect a fighter, and the colonize card, you can either settle a planet or colonize. And they both kind of have the same meanings there, just with different currencies.
Okay. So I am not gonna play an action.
Okay. Oh, and Kirsten, sorry, are you? I assume you're not following, or are you? You are not.
I was not, so I get to take a card. That's right.
You get to draw a card. I think I will. Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead, Kirsten.
Yeah, I'm still not going to an action.
Mhm.
Instead, I am also going to colonize. I'm going to use a card from my hand for that.
Yeah, I think it's fine to have them act like
That
that
just
since
because we can put them.
well, and you can just hover over the amount. You don't need to see the individual icons since you can
Right.
hover over the amount and see how many colonies are there. And then I will not follow, so I'll draw a card. Josh? Okay. So then it's my turn?
But I just can discard cards, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I am going to use my action to survey. Draw 2. And then I will survey to look at 2 planets and keep 1. And then would anybody like to follow? You'll have to play survey cards. Otherwise, you can just draw 1 card.
I'm drawing a card.
You can't really follow with 1 survey card, though, can you? Because it says look at.
No.
Right, you have
Okay.
to. Yeah, you have to use 2.
Then I'll draw a card. Okay. So my turn then?
Yes, I will just.
Okay. Let's see. As my action, I'm going to colonize Crispin. Right, that works?
Yes.
I'm going to colonize, and then the role I will take will be to survey. And I will add 2 more of these on. So I'll be able to look at 3 minus 1 and keep 1, but as leader I can look at 1 additional, so I'll look at 3 total cards. And decide which one I'd like. And then you guys can decide if you... I guess I gotta choose this before.
Well, they'll go into the discard. So we won't be able to pick from them anyways.
Oh, okay, cool. That's a good way to do that.
So, Kirsten?
Because I'm not following, so
You'll draw a card? I will follow with 2 surveys. Basically,
okay,
just decide.
I'm gonna go ahead and take this red. Begin serving this red card. Okay.
I guess that was kind of stupid for me to survey there, since I knew what I was going to get. And I knew I didn't want it.
alright. So I am going to play.
Oh,
as
you
my
can examine the
action.
front and back of them.
Oh, you can? Okay.
If you want to pick yours, Josh, I am a little
No,
too
it's
late
okay.
on mine.
It's okay.
Alright. I am going to play the colonize to settle my planet.
I will follow.
That's my.
Oh, that's your action? Sorry.
And as my for my role, I am going to be researching.
Okay. I am
I have
not going
3
to
of-
follow.
So I have 3 research symbols out. I have advanced planet in front of me.
And I do not think these technology cards are in any sort of...
They're in order by planet types, and
Which is very helpful.
Oh, okay.
it's very helpful. Which is why I said. So I'm just making sure
I
can
see.
take this improved colonize right here. Everyone's okay with that?
Yes.
I have 3 symbols and I have 1 advanced planet.
Yes.
And that is now my card.
So it's my turn?
Yep.
Well, I will take an action, add 1 colony here. And then I will do a colonized roll action to settle it. You guys would like...
Remind me again what an influence token does.
It's victory points.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't spend them on anything, I just want them.
Yes.
You just want them.
I don't believe there's anything that you spend them, maybe, but I am not aware of them. But yes, they are victory points. So Josh, do you want to follow or draw a card?
On the colonize?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll follow.
And then Kirsten?
I have drawn a card.
Okay. These, and then Josh, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. Why don't I... As my action, I'm going to remove my politics card from the game. I guess I just put it down this black hole, huh?
Yeah.
Bye. Okay.
Jettison it out into space.
And I'm going to go ahead.
I think you have to take one of the center cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just looking at the costs of the...
Gotcha.
And I'm going to actually go ahead and take a colonize card. And does that go in my hand or go in the discard?
I would look at your item loss in space into your hand.
Okay, cool. And then the role I'm going to play is the research role.
Okay.
I'm going to pop 2 other research ones here. And then with my 3 total research, along with my 1 red planet, I am going to buy improved colonize.
Cool. Kirsten, do you want to follow? I will not be following.
Okay.
So, Kirsten?
I am also playing my politics card. Colonize card. And then on my turn, I am going to be surveying. So I get to look at 3 of these planet cards then?
Yes. And I am not going to follow, so I will draw a card.
I'll draw a card as well.
How many planets? Oh, you took 19 of them. You took all of them.
I thought I only grabbed 1. I'm sorry.
So, well, she has the surveying technology.
Yeah.
I have all that technology. You should know that.
I don't really know what I want to. I feel like I
I
should have already decided where the game wants me to.
I think this-
Definitely in this. Oh,
No, please.
So you're done, Kirsten?
mostly done. I gotta discard cards from my hand, I think, but.
Well,
It does have kind of a slow start.
I am going to survey as my action. And then as my roll, I am going to colonize 3 here. So Josh, would you like to follow?
The colonize?
Yes.
No, I guess I'll draw.
I followed.
Okay. So. And you're up, Josh.
You know, I didn't realize this, and I know it's going to make me sound kind of stupid, but as you take these roll cards, you're building your deck out.
Yes.
Yeah, so okay, I see. So I'm actually adding more. As I do these different things, I'm adding these to my deck. I get it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take a... Well, this doesn't really help me. I'm going to take a warfare action to collect one fighter, and I will be collecting a small spaceship. And then as my roll, I'm going to go ahead and colonize. And then let's see, I'm going to throw all these colonies down.
I am not going to follow.
Okay.
Person?
Okay. For my action, I am going to produce one resource. I assume that is a silicon.
Yeah, I just gave you one.
Oh, well, thank you. Okay. And then for my... And I'm going to use the durability to settle a planet.
Oh, I am not following that, and I need to draw a card. All right. Let's see. I am going to colonize. Settle. Olmecan. And then I will research as my role. I will do 3 research.
So you can't really follow on research, can you?
If you have enough technology in your hand,
Okay, so you can spend multiple technology from your hand
Yeah.
for research, but you can't spend multiple surveys from your hand to follow the survey.
yeah, you can.
As a follow action?
Yes.
Yeah.
You just need
I
2
thought
to
you
be
were-
able to do anything.
Oh, I thought you were only allowed to use one.
No, you
Yeah.
can follow with as many cards for whatever.
Well
That's
done.
why I was able to, on Seth's colonize last time, I was able to put down everything to colonize my planet, and then on my turn I was able to settle it.
Ah, okay. I would have been able to do that too. I thought, for whatever reason, I think maybe I'm thinking Fort or another one of the deck builders where you can only follow with one card.
We have been
No big deal.
playing. We have been playing a lot of deck builders.
No biggie.
If you want, you're more than welcome to take that
No,
back.
it's okay. I have improved colonized. Might as well use it.
Because honestly,
I might
I don't know what I'm doing.
following Seth's action. Hold on.
I'm going to survey. Forget an improved survey. Improved sorbet. That is my turn.
Okay.
You researched, right?
Yes. And Josh
Okay.
drew a card because he did not follow.
And I am following.
Okay.
I just need to figure out which one of these things I'm taking. I think I'm taking this.
So the game is over when one of the piles is done?
Yes.
Is
Or
it 2?
no, it's 1. I reneged on that.
Oh.
Or the 24 main influence tokens are taken. Yeah, Board Game Geek says 30 to 45 minutes. 45 minutes?
Yeah. I mean, I guess if everybody goes for kind of the same stuff, then the game ends pretty quickly. My turn?
Yeah, I guess I'll... just-
Okay. As an action, I'm going to settle one planet. That's my action. And I have now settled 8, 9, 10, 0 Spielen. Oh, and my hand size is now +1. That's great. My roll is now going to be I'm going to take the produce/trade, and I'm going to do the production action. So my question here is, if I decide to do the produce side of it, are you guys allowed to follow on the trade side of it?
I do
No.
not believe so.
My other question are, do the resources matter?
So you can trade them in for points.
But is there a difference between the different resources?
I think some just let you... I think it's just to... I don't know. Maybe it's limited?
Maybe that is. Yeah, I guess maybe it isn't limited. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Good thing none of you guys are in iron. Okay. Then I'll draw up to my 6 hand size, since I have Spielen pretty nice.
I'm not following, so... I'm following your
I took a
turn, I'm
card.
just not...
Not following what's going on in the
I don't know where the hell I am in life, but...
demonetization.
Yeah, I believe that they are treated separately. So if you produce or trade for your role, we can only produce or trade as well.
Yeah. That's my understanding.
Yeah.
My turn?
Yep.
For my action, I am going to be trading. I'm going to trade in my silicon. Okay. And then for my roll, I am going to be surveying.
Maybe they just did the resource thing for an expansion or something.
Yeah, it might be. Because I know in other games, what is it? Either San Juan or
Puerto Rico or...
Race for the Galaxy, there's different exchange rates.
I believe it's
For
the
the
same
resources.
economy here. Nothing I see does anything differently, I guess.
I do think you're right, though, that it's... I guess there can be... I think it's there for a reason that there's only a certain number of things you can do. Or resources that can be in the game at a time.
All right, Kirsten.
And decide.
Oh, you're surveying a role?
Yes.
Are you following, Seth?
Yes.
Cool. I am too. So I will take 2 of these, look them over. I'll take this one. Throw this one back.
Start my turn here. I'm going to survey as my action. I am going to... I will research as my roll. You following, Josh?
Yeah. I'm going to take improved research.
Person? You might have stepped away since your mouse isn't even... Oh.
You not hear me?
Nope.
But I drew a card.
Oh. All right. Well then, Josh, you're up.
Okay, I've got 2 cards going into this turn. Okay, so I'm going to use my improved research to draw 1 card. And then I can go ahead and remove up to 3 cards in hand from the game. I'm going to remove my warfare card from the game. The role I'm going to take this turn is going to be to trade. So I'll grab this. And so I'll be trading these resources. Iron. For 2 influence.
And I will not be following, so I'll draw a card.
And
Kirsten?
for my action, I'm going to survey. Draw 2 more cards. And then I am going to colonizing.
I will follow.
I'll go ahead and colonize as well.
All right. These. How did that cost? Are you discarding these?
Oh,
Oh.
those are the ones that I just colonized with.
So should I go?
I just have to discard, so yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Well, as my action, I am going to do this improved survey, so I'm going to draw 3 cards. And I will... colonize.
I'll draw a card. I'm going to descent.
As am I.
Okay. And I am done.
Okay, I'm going to, as my action, I'm going to use my survey to draw 2 more cards. Rough. And then I'll go ahead and produce iron.
I will produce, or I'll follow.
As will I.
Then you're good, Josh?
Yep, just draw back up to 6. Got it.
First. Still don't know if I know what I'm doing.
Agreed.
It's an interesting game. I always like the lead and follow mechanics. Not sure I think they're quite as nice as other ones I've played. Like Tiny Epic Galaxies is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, it is nice to be able to get some things done on your turn, but you're pretty heavily restricted by, cards in hand and everything. I mean, there are some strategic decisions on leading and following in terms of what cards to keep in your hand, because you're thinking, okay, what are other players going to be doing? So there's a little bit of that, which is nice.
I feel like everything is very, and I think a lot of people have tried to distill a 4X into a not 6-hour game.
Yeah.
And I think the problem that arises is that each of the X's have to be so shallow. I don't feel like I know what I'm doing because nothing really feels like it's getting me anywhere.
Yeah, the techs aren't really transformative. Like, the technologies aren't really transformative for your empire or anything.
I feel like... Go ahead.
The techs aren't really transformative to your empire. I'm sorry, Kirsten, what role did you take?
I haven't rolled. That was my action.
Oh, okay.
I think sometimes your mic drops out, Kirsten. I don't know. I know you're sitting on the couch, and I don't know if it's you're covering the speaker or the mic.
I
or
didn't
something.
say anything because you guys were talking. I just
Okay.
was like, that's my action. You guys can't follow, so I didn't say anything.
That's
I
fair.
was going to say something when it was my roll.
That's fair.
I thought so.
I agree on the technology. So your role is surveying?
Yeah.
Now, I think it's interesting, the planets. Kirsten's got one that gives her a +1. I like I like the stuff on some of the planets. Like, Kirsten's got one that gives her an extra colonization all the time, though I'm not quite sure how that works, because don't you have to tuck the colony things underneath? Or I guess you just always have, so you colonize for 1 less?
I believe that is it.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The +1 hand size is nice. I mean, I like those, like, you get those little passive things from the planets. I like that. That's transformative. I think the technologies are not that transformative, and I think it's interesting. You don't really get to modify your deck all that much because I think actually it's even less than in Race for the Galaxy, which I guess I don't mean to say even less, because I think you really can go different ways in Race for the Galaxy. But with these 5 roles, except for basically you shouldn't choose both Warfare and Colonize because they're competing strategies, you got to do all of these other ones.
Well, and as you do, like, you can focus on something just by, doing it. And I like mechanics like that. But I think the problem here is that you're not... I think because of that, you're not really making an engine. You're constantly getting new cards. Your deck's just kind of generally getting bigger. And I mean, I guess you can use research to get rid of them. Maybe that's not bad. But without cubes... I feel like this is an intense vibe of turn cubes into other cubes. And that kind of follows with things not feeling transformative. I feel like I'm just kind of doing the same thing each turn, and just making little small changes of, I'm doing this, which I don't really know what it's getting me in the long run or how it's progressing me, other than just like, it's getting me a kind of boring point.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, the game is going to end, and it's going to be like, Kirsten's going to be like, I have 17, and I'm going to be like, I have 13, and Seth is going to be like, I have 9, and none of us are going to have any idea why.
Yeah, it's just...
that happened. It's funny. So, I mean, I should preface this by saying I'm a really big fan of Race for the Galaxy. I just think it's a super, super game. And I like, as I said the last time we played with Star Realms, most of that is because I can go down a certain path or a certain combination of paths. And in Race for the Galaxy, I do really feel like I can build my empire. It feels different from the empire I built the last game.
Everything feels samey.
Yeah, in this, I don't necessarily feel that. Like you said, distill a 4X down into its core fun parts, and I think Race does that. I don't know if I think this does that.
It certainly has the parts. I just don't think it's playable.
Just look at the middle of the game board. How can you not say it? Of course it has its parts.
They should have just called them Explore, Exterminate, Expand.
I think Eminent Domain is kind of a funny or interesting name for the game.
Before we lose track, whose turn is it? Mine?
I believe it is yours.
Okay, sorry.
It's yours, dear.
I am going to colonize or settle. I'm going to settle my metallic world titled Ankashin for stuff I don't care about, a medal and a warfare symbol. 3 points, though. That's cool.
See, now, Seth, when you do inevitably lose, I want to let you know, had you maybe invested in surveying a little bit more, you wouldn't be colonizing planets that were of no use to you.
Well, it's funny you say that, because I am going to survey 3 planetoids.
There you go.
Which will give me this sucker.
Well, geez, you got to go for that Earth-like planet.
I have an Earth-like
I'm going to descend.
planet.
As am I.
You're going to descent onto my new metallic planet I surveyed?
Mm-hmm.
No, I feel like I have been researching. I even took the improved survey, or I have been surveying. I even took the improved survey to gain 3 cards.
Yeah.
Which didn't give me anything that I needed. Oh, but buckle up. Oh, wait, don't buckle up. I also enjoy... I am done, by the way.
Okay. Then I'm gonna, as my action, I'm gonna survey, drawing 2 cards, which don't... Oh, no, that works. No, it doesn't. Why did I do that? Well, whatever. Yeah, because I wouldn't have been able to take a second action. Oh, whatever. Okay. I got a... This is a little rough now, isn't it?
Now, or since the beginning, or...
As my role, I have to colonize. And
make
really
the game...
can't do anything.
To speed the game up to its conclusion.
To settle Zafon. Okay.
I am not going to... See, I guess if I knew you were going to do that, I would have... Oh, here we are. Okay.
Let's see, and I am going to get rid of this, and then get rid of these.
Person? I know it takes stuff away from deck building and the purpose, but I do love a deck builder that you can keep cards.
What do you mean by that?
Like, you don't have to discard your whole hand.
Oh yeah. I think that's actually something I do really like from a strategic standpoint.
I don't think it's necessary in every... I don't think Dominion would benefit from it, and I think there's definitely games that benefit from it more, but I do like a game that... I feel, ironically, I don't feel like I'm really working towards anything here, but I feel like I have control on what I want to do on my turn just by keeping cards that maybe were drawn at an inopportune time.
Yeah, and I think it's neat to kind of bet on what others are doing, like to try to get on the right cycle with production and trade. I like the way that rolls are done in San Juan or Race a little bit more.
I'd be lying if I said I've been keeping track with what you guys are doing and when you guys might do something to keep a card. I'm basically
we'll
playing...
see who wins.
Oh, it's not going to be me. I'm basically playing multiplayer solitaire here.
I researched guys as my role, just FYI.
I drew a card because unless you have 2 research in your hand, it's basically worthless.
I had 4 in my hand, so it worked.
I'm going to take improved survey. I am going to research. I'm going to follow you. I'll take improved.
I mean, I definitely feel like it's... On my end, part of it is a little user error, and that I can kind of complain and say, I don't really know what I'm doing, and nothing, like, I can't really do this, but then I keep discarding those things, because I guess I don't want to do them at those particular times, but either way.
Yeah, it is one where, like, I mean, you're just... I feel like there's a little bit of the thing from trains last time, which is, yeah, you have to do all these. You have to do 4 of the 5 things. I guess you don't have to research, but whatever. So you have to do 3.5 of the 5 things, but you're very restricted by what's in your hand. Like, if you really need to trade and you don't draw the cards, then you just don't draw the cards.
Right.
Now, I like the graphic design of this game. I think it's excellent.
Mm-hmm. It's clean. I think other than those 2 wordings on Warfare and Colonize, I think everything is easily digested and understood.
Agreed. Yeah, super fast.
I'm going to colonize. As my role.
I will follow.
I'm going to dissent.
I forgot to throw my extra last turn. Sorry.
I am done. I do like the politics card and the idea of basically giving you a card. Like, you don't know what your strategy is off the bat, and so that politics card kind of lets you hold off, so you kind of know what you're doing and what you might need.
I think it's kind of a weird, underpowered mechanic, because you're constantly taking... Every
Cards,
single
yeah.
turn, you take something. I do think it's interesting.
It's an interesting idea. Maybe it's not effectively used as well as it could be.
Okay, so on my turn, I'm going to draw 3 cards. That's my action. And let's see what we do for the roll. So, interesting question here. Let's see. I played as my action the improved survey.
Mm-hmm.
And now if I want to survey as my roll...
Is that included?
Yeah.
I think so. I was just going to say no, I believe so.
Okay.
Oh.
No?
No, it's discarded. As soon as the action is played, it's
Cool.
discarded.
Okay, yeah, I probably don't need to draw 5. Okay, so I'll go 4 deep and look at what I can achieve here.
You draw your 4?
I did, yep.
Right. I'll take that next card.
Oh, and you surveyed?
You
Josh?
did.
I did.
I will draw. Okay. And just so you know, for next week, or whenever we're free or whatever again, I will not be choosing a deck builder, regardless of where it sits in the rankings.
Okay, I'm taking my survey. Get the rest of these out of here. Okay, cool.
Kirsten?
Right. So I'm going to use as my action. I'm going to settle this. I have that +1 because of that planet. And then as my, I'm going to produce.
And I can't follow to trade, correct?
Correct.
No, have to produce.
This makes me feel bad.
Right. And that is my turn.
I am going to... I am going to use my politics card to get a colonize. No, sorry. Sorry. Hey, Rumba. I will improve survey. And then I will colonize, or I will settle. This is my role.
Which is colonize.
Yeah.
I'll follow.
I'll follow too.
Idroios. Then I am done.
Okay, sorry everybody. Is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay, for my action, I'm going to settle. And then for my For my roll, I'm going to go ahead and trade.
I will do that as well. I will follow. Add it back.
Alright. I'm up.
Yep.
And I'm going to survey.
I am not going to follow.
I'll do the same.
3. Oh, wait, that's the last 3. 3.
I think I just take 1.
Because it's -1. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going to use my politics for research. And my roll for research. Which is probably a little too early, too late to get this imperialism.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've never. I mean, the 5 ones are hard.
To be fair, I have literally held them in my hand for like 4 turns, hoping you guys would research.
Yeah, I can't believe they. I honestly cannot believe they have 7. Like, you would just be researching. You wouldn't even know any planets. Okay, I'm not gonna follow that.
Me neither.
I'm gonna dissent.
And then that's my turn.
Okay. Let's see. I have to. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna not take an action, I guess, to draw another card.
Is that a thing? Yeah.
I thought it was.
Can't
No,
have that.
I think it's just you choose not to take an action.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. And I am going to go ahead and colonize.
Okay. So then Kirsten will get a turn and I'll get a turn and that'll be game. And I am dissenting.
As am I.
Kirsten?
Drawing 2 cards. God damn it.
Demonetize.
Well, I am going to trade.
I will too. My turn?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to draw 2 cards. Yes, dude. Nothing of value. Yeah, it's not gonna matter what my... Yes. Research.
Oh. I think that gives me 15 points.
Yeah, let's see here. I think I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. No other points on my card. Kirsten?
I think I have 16.
16, 18 to 19?
Wow.
I will say, we all joked at me, but I don't know what I did.
You're the best.
I know you guys, like, your planets are a lot smaller than mine.
Yeah, like I looked over and I saw that you had a 5 and Josh had a 4. I'm like, I never saw it. Every time it was planet of 2, planet of 3, planet of 2, planet of 3. Or whatever groupings I had, but it was always 2s and 3s. I'm like, there's 4s, there's 5s in the game?
Yeah.
My starting planet was not a 4. I thought it was. But yeah, I don't feel like I won. I felt like I just played cards. Like, I don't think I did. I don't know what I did better than you guys. It looks like you guys did more cool things than I did. I just kind of surveyed and colonized, which I guess is what you do in 4X games. It was just fairly lackluster here.
I mean, I'm sure there's a ton of game design reasons why this is the case, but I think the fact that you can only, I think in general, or maybe almost just all the time, only colonize or use warfare to settle a planet on your own turn, really, really kind of hampers things. This starts very slow.
Mm-hmm.
To this game. I think the game takes quite a long time to spin up. And I think if you have bad hands in the beginning, like, what do you do with a handful of produce and trades and researches?
Yeah.
Like, at the beginning, I had a hand that was 1 survey 3 produce or a couple produced trades and a couple research, and I was just like, okay. I guess I'm taking the slow train to colonize town.
I will say, not that this matters. I'm just flipping through this expansion box. I do like the idea of this starting roll card. That gives you a different, like, it gives you a starting technology, a starting planet, a varied starting deck.
Yeah, it is nice.
Um,
that would be neat.
I wonder if
They
that would
say-
help what you said about the. I wonder if that would kind of make the early game a little faster, or at least more driven.
Yeah, maybe it would actually.
And maybe speed up the start of the game.
Yeah. Okay, well this is fun. I've gotta get going, but
Yep, no problem. I'm not going to pick
Thanks
a
again.
deck builder next week because we've played a ton.
I mean, I think it's been good to compare a bunch of these.
I do
I'll
too.
have to think back about what I liked in each of them, what I didn't. So this has been a good opportunity to compare all these.
I'm ready to take a deck building break though. Well, we'll get back into them. I think we have not to keep you much longer. Let me see if I can easily bring this up. Not little 3-player games here. Yeah, I mean, Fantasy Realms is pretty much Star Realms. I think we're actually kind of getting out of them. I skipped a couple that I have played. Like, I didn't include Thunderstone in here.
Thank you.
Have you played Thunderstone?
No, but I've watched you play Thunderstone.
Oh. Anyways, yeah, maybe Downforce or something. But cool. Well, thanks anybody for checking this out. Hopefully this either, showed you what Eminent Domain's all about. It's certainly playable. It certainly has some interesting things going on. I don't think it's my favorite deck builder. I don't think it really brings the 4X. It doesn't feel like 4X in 45 minutes, but maybe, I think with the looking through the expansion stuff, I think there's more interesting stuff there. I would definitely play it again with expansion things, but I don't know if I would rush to play it again with how we played it, just like the base. But yeah, so taking some time off tomorrow and Friday, Saturday and Sunday, as usual, the weekend stuff, and I'll probably put stuff up tomorrow night. Just plan all my things. I got to talk to Colin about what we're up to on Monday, and then probably, again, I keep talking about it. Probably gonna try and play one more game of Townsfolk Tussle, and an Alien Isolation back on Tuesday. And yeah, maybe Downforce or something on Wednesday. So, thanks for checking us out. If you liked it, please tell a friend. Please interact with the links below. That's all our social media. Like, follow, smash, subscribe. Any little bit of support is super cool to see. And yeah, I guess have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one.